Born to Stitch. Welcome back. Thanks to all our new subscribers, if we have any new subscribers.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for watching.
Yes.
We really appreciate it.
Yes, we do. And if you didn't realize by the title, which we haven't come up with yet, but I'm sure it will mention, we just got back from the Hobby House retreat with Paulette Stewart from Plum Street, and Beth Twist from Heartstring Samplery, and oh my God,
and it was at Hobby House.
It was wonderful.
So that's where the house comes from.
What did you think of it?
It was fabulous. We have been talking about going to Hobby House Stitchworks.
I've been there a couple times.
Well, the rest of the girls in the group, we've been talking about it for about 2 years.
We were going to get a bus.
Finally went.
We were going to do all kinds of things. Yeah, so this was like a big vacation.
Yeah. It was so much fun.
Because even though I've been there before, it's still not the same. It was like, I went with different friends who were like sampler people, and now I'm going with like the local stitchers who stitch everything, and I could tell from their excitement. It was just as exciting as if I hadn't been there. It was a lot
of fun. It was one of the best retreats I've been to.
We're going to get into the details
later.
We'll
talk about that later.
Just because we know not all of you are interested in it. But we will get to that. So we're going to do the routine stuff first, right?
Absolutely.
Yes. Oh, and we should say that we were supposed to do the date. See how good we are?
Oh, my goodness.
I don't even know what Flosstube number this is, 6 or 7. So
yeah, but
so
it's
much,
Wednesday.
So much for that. She's
30th.
checking her
I'm looking at my phone because I don't know what
April 30th.
So it's Wednesday, April 30th, the last day of April.
Already.
We're headed into May, and it's a beautiful sunny day in New Jersey. A little breezy, but it's in the 70s.
Yes, which is beautiful.
Nice.
It was a wind tunnel in the middle of February is what it felt like at Hobby House.
It was like in the 40s.
Freezing. Yes. I got my exercise in running to and from the place.
Oh, yeah, I got a lot of steps in there. We'll talk about that later.
I was going to say, we got to shut up. I keep bringing it up. I keep saying, we'll talk about it later. Okay, so let's get to stitching. And this is called Born to Stitch because my shop, we are filming in my shop called Born to Stitch. Sorry, I have to do my little plug.
Absolutely.
Located in Secaucus, New Jersey. We are literally less than 10 minutes from Port Authority in New York City, as long as you don't come during any rush hour.
Accessible from anywhere in New Jersey, the tri-state area, because all sorts of highways intersect here.
Come and see me, and you can stitch. There's open stitching, and you can always
She's open
email
on weekends.
Everything. I am. I'm tired. I can't even imagine because tomorrow's my late night. I'm already tired.
Uh-oh.
Anyway, let's
nap
finally get to. I probably will. I might do it during this video.
All right.
Let's get to.
Do you have any new starts?
I have not. I had plans for one. Of course you do. You will quickly learn if you haven't watched us yet that this is the real Stitcher here. I'm just along for the ride.
So because we were going to the retreat, I was bringing a Plum Street that I had already started, but I wanted to bring a heartstring also. So I had this in my stash. It's Go Tell It on the Mountain. I got it at
Jingle Ball
a few years back.
Because I did too and didn't do a damn thing.
I wanted to bring something small. So here's my start.
So
and
pretty.
This is on 36 count Snickerdoodle by Grace Notes.
I'm a goofball, but I love a good pine cone.
I know, isn't that great?
I don't know what it is. I love good pine cones.
I know. It was so cute.
It's so pretty. I have that somewhere too.
Yeah.
I hope I saved it somewhere, but I bought it at Jingle Ball too.
Yeah.
So much to stitch, not enough time.
Oh, I know.
Was that your only new start?
That was my only new start. Everything else is whips.
Okay. Well, you should probably show another one because I only have 2 whips.
So I have been stitching. This is my my daughter and her husband were in Paris for the honeymoon, and I said, "You're in Paris?" I'm like, "There's a cross stitch shop," So they bought me this this pattern, and it's actually 2 little greeting cards. So I'm doing this one. Wait a minute, this one. Okay.
Oh God,
Paris with
so
the 2
cute.
cats, and their anniversary is next month.
Wait
so
until you
I want
see
to give
this.
it to them.
It is so pretty.
So look at this.
Look!
Isn't
look
that
at
cute?
That. Look how cute.
That's straight. There you go.
God, they're so cute.
So the whole sky is tent stitch. So it's going pretty fast. And it actually started doing it on linen as opposed to the really stiff cardboard Aida that it came with.
That was like this big.
But this is a little bit wider, so I had to take out some of the stitches here in the middle. Where's my finger going? Over here. But, who'll know, right? So that's that.
Okay.
Got to finish that soon.
Now, should I go? Are we going back and forth?
Yeah, let's go back and forth.
Okay.
That's fine.
Now, if you haven't been here before and didn't realize, I'm the unorganized one. By far. Because I don't have the original pattern here.
Oh, okay.
This is
But
one.
you've shown it before.
I have, and if I remember, I'll see, I do this so that I hopefully remember to put pictures in. Look at my god awful hair. Okay. I'm going to take this out. This is from Reflet-de-Soie. I'm going to let you try to pronounce that. She knows French more than I do.
Eloise Cornu or Pornu? I don't know if that's a P.
I don't know if it's a G or a C, to be honest.
Oh, it's a C. Eloise Cornu, 1898.
You hear that? Eloise. It would come out Heloise if I said it. So
H.
I did show this before because this was one of the whips I forgot to show in my whip parade, and I started again, and I just,
It's so pretty.
oh,
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So I finished
Very
the alphabet, and then I started working down over
border is
here
gorgeous.
because this is where the other border is going to be. You know, this is the edge, and then of course, as I was counting, I skipped one too many lines. So my counting is off by 1. So there are a bunch of motifs underneath.
You have to
So
make them a
I'm going
little
to try to
smaller.
move those motifs up. It's just motifs. I said motifs. Motifs. So I'm going to try to move those up.
Yeah.
And it should be fine because I don't want to mess with the border. The border is what pulled me in.
Yeah, it's
So,
gorgeous.
That is
Really
the front,
pretty.
right?
And
Yeah.
this is silks
Okay.
you're doing it?
This is silks. These are Soie d'Alger, which I have used in the past and did not like
Really?
because they got fuzzy on me.
Okay.
So I don't know if it's the fabric I'm using because it's the same needles. And this is a 36 count. I think, I'm not sure the exact color. It's an ex-Jews design though, that I got at a different hobby house retreat. And the Soie d'Alger this time, it's gorgeous. I am loving it. And I'm like, ooh, I don't know what I did wrong. Because I think I tried it a couple of times and
Yeah?
I just did not like it. And
Maybe
this
it
time,
caught on something.
I'm not having any problems.
I don't know. Yeah,
So
could have
I'm
been
in-
their fabric
I'm
that it
loving
wasn't
it.
smooth.
It could have been.
You know, some of the linens have slubs in it and
And
stuff. Maybe
ex-Jew is
that's-
so,
yeah.
if you haven't
beautiful
stitched, oh my
fabric.
God, it's beautiful. I got to get some for the shop.
Yeah.
So,
oh, definitely.
yeah,
Beautiful,
yeah.
beautiful stuff.
Okay, your turn.
All right, so one of my other whips is Peace. So this was a birthday start last year, I think, or 2 years ago. So it's actually done in 3 pieces. So I'm working on the main piece over here. And this is just like, ooh, I'm stuck here.
I haven't seen this one before.
Jeez, the
So pretty.
needle is still there. Okay. Oh my gosh. Everything is sticking magnets. So that's where I'm at.
There we go.
Yeah, it's hard to see.
Look
there
how
you
pretty. I love her colors. Her
I know,
block colors.
it's so pretty. This is like one of those Friday night fight night things from Be Stitch Me.
really?
So it's like a non-named color.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Very pretty.
So almost done with this particular block of it. So
now that has the 2 different fabrics you have to stitch together,
yeah,
right?
3.
Okay. Oh, it's 3.
Yeah, if I
Okay.
choose to. See, it's like 3 fabrics.
Are you going to
there's-
do 3?
I have a dark blue. Well, I cut it all for that, so
Okay.
we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Now, how do you connect them? Do you just do it with a stitch?
Yeah, you have
Okay.
to stitch them together.
She's
You
the
know,
finisher.
We'll
she's
figure
the
it out when we
talented
get
one
there.
too. I'm just good at yapping my gums. So
I've been sewing since I'm a kid.
I've been talented since I was a kid. Sorry. You. She knows I love her.
You have other
It's
talents,
all in
I'm
jealousy.
sure.
Yes, seeing Bruce Springsteen and acting like an idiot. We were in the car, as a matter of fact, going to dinner the one night, and Badlands came on, and I'm like, okay, I know you're talking. You need to shut up for a bit. And I had to blast
Even
the
I
radio.
sang along.
Yeah, see? You have
I'm
to.
not
It's just, the fist just goes. There's something, I'm telling you. Okay. You might as well
All
go
right.
again, because I really only have one more.
So here's my American Welcome from
Beautiful.
from Paulette Stewart, Plum Street. I love this one. And this was my focus stitch in April.
Comes out.
So I did get quite a bit
so
done.
beautiful.
And I worked a little bit more at the retreat. So that's what I have done. I started working on that little house. You can see there's like a little tiny little block over there. There's still a little bit more of the harbor to do, the water, finish that house, and then the beautiful border.
Very
So
pretty.
I'll put this away for a while and it'll come out again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Very nice.
so pretty. I love this.
So my only other whip, I should say I did have a 3rd whip, which I'll mention when we get to the retreat. I did not work on it much because I forgot to bring my light. And it's a 40 count, and I really need the light. I started stitching, and I was like, I'm
You
not
can't bring
quite
a 40
sure.
count to a retreat.
I know.
I was watching another Flosstube. She said the same thing.
Yeah, not my smartest move.
Yeah, no.
But I wanted to bring it because it is Beth Twist, and
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and I brought something to start from Paulette, and I never got to that either. So,
well, we did a lot of talking.
yeah, just a little bit. I don't talk much at all. So this, you might remember, I started a while ago, Luna from Cherry Hill Stitchery. And so this was one that I did bring out on the last day of the retreat because it's on a 32 count. So
Look,
it's
you're almost done.
been a while. Yeah, mostly. There's just a few more little spots in here, like single stitches that I missed. But otherwise, yes, it's mostly just the border.
So
and
pretty.
I love stitching on this one because I think it's a Jobelin, and it's like smooth.
What does it says here? Yeah, Jobelin.
Jobelin. It's an old bee stitch. I mean, it's a weird cut too, 18 by 34. But
fat quarter.
And this was also, well, no,
It's a little
18 by
wider
20,
than
yeah.
a fat quarter.
This was an old Friday night fight night, but this is old. I mean,
the fabric.
old, yeah. Because even that, I don't even know. Well,
Does
yeah,
she still
probably
do
does.
Jobelin?
I'm guessing she does, because that's why I have so much. When I first came back, it was like Ada. Then I went to Lugana, Jobelin, and now it's linen. So this was the right color.
So for anybody that's new, a Jobelin, like a Lugana, is an even weave. So it's not a linen, it's not an Ada. So you would do over two, one thread or two threads over two,
Mostly,
as opposed to
usually.
an Ada where you're just doing over one.
Right. And the difference.
So it's like a good step. Like what if you've done Ada and you want to move on, Lugana or
If you
Jobelin
wanna try
would
something
be
else.
your next step.
Because
But don't go right to linen. It's a little trickier.
and if you like Ada, stick with Ada.
Yeah,
because,
no, of course,
there's
of course.
a lady who was in here, and she's been stitching for decades, and she has done linen and all that, and she can do it. She just thinks her stitches look better on Ada.
Yeah.
So, and I still do things on Ada sometimes.
Well,
I stitch on everything.
Because you know it's going to be even.
Yes,
you know,
exactly. And you don't have
so
to be as careful.
You don't have to worry about slubs.
And it's more
things like that.
enjoyable in a way because you just stitch. You don't have to worry, like
You
you
don't have
said,
to
about
think
the
about
slubs.
it and counting properly.
And I know that some people hate Jobelin for whatever reason, and I find it softer.
It's a
than
different
Lugana.
fiber content, and I forget what it is.
I
Like
do
it's
too.
like Lugana, but the fiber content is like switched somehow. I don't know.
But I like it. Like I
This
said,
probably
I stitch on
has
everything.
more of the synthetic fiber.
Yes, I'm sure
Rayon,
it does.
I think it's rayon, which is not totally synthetic, but
And this is a very old needle minder. I don't even think she does it anymore. This is from Rebel Stitcher, but it just cracks me up because it's the Law and Order theme. I need this. I won't read the whole thing, but in the criminal justice system, sexually based offenses are considered, okay, so I've gone through my SVU stage many times where I just binge it, so it's like the perfect needle minder. But at any rate, so that's that. So you have more, I'm sure.
So on Sundays I do Santa Sunday. So I have been focusing on my Santa stops here with a needle and thread because I really would like to have it done by this Christmas.
You will.
So this is on
I have
Winter
no
Brew using all the call for colors, and here's where I am. So I started to work on the border. I finished those two reindeer. I finished I don't know what else I did. Oh, I started working on the snowman over by the Santa. So there's quite a bit more to go, but I'll keep working on that on Sundays.
He's so cute. Very cute.
So wait a minute. I said American Welcome was my focus. That was the focus piece the month before. So March. Did I say March or April? Anyway, so for April, I've been working on my Mirabilia. So it's Ashley's Roses, which is an out of print one, and I ended up getting this at my very first retreat. They had an auction, and I got this one with my auction. So this is where I'm at. So I always start in the middle. I got quite a bit done. Let's just move this little Hello Kitty.
There's new colors in there.
I know. I finished like all that white. And then I started working on the blue ruffle, the blue plaid ruffle. I did the grass at the bottom and the little flowers.
There's green now.
I know. It's like I've been working lately on like this blue part here.
Okay.
So that's what I've been working
That's
on.
my
But
favorite
now
part.
I'm going to put it away.
The blue is my favorite
I'll put this away
part.
for a while.
Yeah.
So bye-bye.
I already put mine away.
Yeah.
I told you I have a conflict because I love stitching on it, but I feel like if I'm stitching, I should be working on stuff I can put in the store.
In the store, yeah.
And it stinks because there's certain
it's so
things
pretty,
I really want to stitch
but it's
on.
out of print.
Yeah, yeah. And I didn't get to the fun part yet because the blue is what I'm dying to do. The
it's so pretty.
area.
Yeah,
It
the
is very
white
pretty.
is like killer.
Yeah.
Because it's not just white.
White is
It's
always
like
a
white
killer.
and different shades of gray, but
Yeah.
there's a
all that
big
all that
chunk
fun
of white.
stuff. 50 Shades of Gray.
Yeah.
Okay. I shouldn't have gone there. So we go into Hobby House?
Yeah, I guess
Okay.
that's it.
Yeah.
So we were so excited to finally like go to this retreat, and we went with all our friends. So there was like 10 people at a table. So we had most of us. We had 7 of us, and then Amy had 3 friends that were coming.
That
from,
I made those friends at Hobby House.
Yeah. So one gal, Melissa from Colorado, and one from North Carolina, and one that was local. So
Yeah. North Carolina was, who was
the
North Carolina?
daughter.
Oh, I'm saying, because I just think of
Yeah.
Rochester. That was Jen and her
Yeah,
daughter
because she
Rosie.
moved to North Carolina.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was really nice. We had a really good table. It started at 1, but we kind of like snuck in earlier and got a really
We
good table.
followed others. We did not do that on our
There
own.
was other people sitting in there, and the doors were open, and we're like, if we wait until 1, we're
I
not going
went
to be able to
to
sit together.
The Great British Sampler Weekend Retreat in September, October last year. It was just 2 of us at that time. And we knew a bunch, between the 2 of us, we knew a bunch of different people who were there, and they were all going to try to save us seats. No one was able to save us 2 seats together. No one. It
Yeah.
was because everybody went in there early. And so the one woman that we ran into when we went, because we were just going to hang out in front of the event center, and she came out and she said, there's people in there, I've been burned before, I got a table. So we followed suit because I had been burned before. And don't get me wrong, it worked out well. Because 2 of the ladies that I sat with at that retreat were at this retreat. I saved seats for them at the next table.
Right.
So it was very nice.
So we chose a really good table, which is right by the patio, so it was like all windows.
And the patio was beautiful. They
Yeah,
had, like,
with
heated,
two outdoor fireplaces.
Yeah. Oh, that was nice.
Fire pits.
Little did we know how
So
much
it was
we would have
really
needed
nice.
them.
Yeah, so it was like a big tent, like as if it like a wedding venue or something.
Yes, and that's why the wind
So-
was a little scary on the last night because it sounded like it was going
I'm
to
like,
cave
what
in
is
on
that
us.
noise? And it's like, is this going to cave in?
Because people, they'd be at the microphone, you couldn't even hear them.
Yeah.
It was like, oh
know,
God, that's just what we would need. But
So-
so the retreat started that first day at 1 o'clock. They didn't keep to the schedule very much. That was the only thing.
Yeah.
Didn't matter to us because for the most part we were there the whole day. But
Yeah, we had gone to the store before.
Right, on
or did we go the day
Thursday.
before? Yeah, we had gone to the store,
yeah,
and there was
Thursday.
so many people. It's like you couldn't even find parking. And I think your mailman's here. And I'm sorry, I could see it.
is he waiting there, or did he walk away?
I think he just walked away.
Okay.
So it was
I'm not
just
worried 'cause the
so
sign says I'm not open till
overwhelming in
tomorrow.
the store. It's
Yeah.
like I really wanted to look at the linens and stuff, but I couldn't. It was just too
Funny
crowded.
thing was, I warned them, it was downright empty compared to what it was like at
Really?
the other retreats,
Oh.
because this was the first time that they did a shop and drop.
Yes.
They had
So
paper
that
bags.
moved, yeah.
I
Made
think
it
they
move
knew
quicker.
this retreat was considerably larger than
Right.
their prior retreats.
Almost 300 people.
And the other one was like 170, 180, something like
Yeah.
that. So they had paper bags that you could pick up, and you would leave a piece of paper with your name on it and your credit card information, and leave it, and they would kind of like what Keepsakes does at StitchCon, and they
Right.
would drop it off. But there was a line even for the drop off. But
Yeah,
I'm
which we
telling
didn't
you,
do. We waited online anyway.
I
so.
did the drop off.
Yeah,
I
you
did the
did.
drop off. Yeah.
All right, so
But,
the first day, they gave us a really nice dinner.
Yes.
It was really delicious.
Yes, I don't
Really
remember it
great.
already.
Oh yeah, it was like
Oh, there was
chicken
pasta.
frances,
I didn't eat
and there
that.
was pasta, penne vodka,
have that.
and salad. You know, all the good stuff.
In case I haven't mentioned
and a
it
strawberry
before,
cobbler.
I didn't eat that. I eat like a 5-year-old. I don't eat berries. I eat very little meat. So I had pasta. I was very happy though. The pasta
It was good. It was
The
delicious.
pasta was very good.
It was really very good.
But, like,
and
they had hot
and they had a
dogs
cash bar, which was nice. Too.
They had hot dogs and hamburgers the one day they gave us lunch. So that was. I had macaroni salad and
Yeah, they had
what
French
was
fries.
the other thing? French
and
fries. That's what I ate. Macaroni salad and French fries. That's
baked
why I will never be thin.
beans.
I will never
It was
be thin.
good.
Yeah.
So
Baked
the
beans.
food, the food was delicious,
Yeah.
and it had Italian cookies the second day.
Oh, those I remember.
So the second day they had, which is the day that they gave us the project?
The second day, Saturday. It was Saturday, 10 a.m.
Right, because it started on Friday.
Oh, but wait, we skipped Friday night for a second.
What happened for
because
him?
this girl is
Oh,
a
yeah.
party animal. So they had a band. I don't remember the name of the band.
Oh,
I'll write
shoot.
it. I'll write it down. I'll look
Yeah.
it up. See, I do my little
I
thing there.
know, I
remember.
forgot.
Because David, the co-owner of Hobby House,
David
apparently he's in
Mills.
a band.
Mm-hmm.
This is not his band, but it was a band he knows of.
Yes.
And I have to admit, I think we were all a little bit like,
We're like a band at
At
a
a
retreat.
retreat.
Like, seriously?
and it was so much
It was
fun.
so much fun. I'm
It
sitting
was
next
so
to my
much
friend
fun.
Linda, and she's
Hi,
like,
Linda.
"You want to dance? You want to dance?"
No, she
And-
was like, "Come on, I want to dance. I'm going
I
to
know.
dance."
And I'm
She
like-
was going
I'm
with
like,
it without
okay.
anybody.
So was me and Linda basically on the dance floor.
You
nobody
started
else.
it, though.
So we started it, and then other people started coming, and they're like, "Thanks for starting it." We're like, "Hey,
Do you
sure,
care if I
no
put that
problem."
video in?
No, that's
Okay,
fine.
I'm going to
You
put
got
that
a
video
of
in
us
too. Yes,
dancing?
of course I did.
It was,
and it was
so much fun.
It
They,
was-
they played music from like the 60s through the
Except
whatever,
they didn't play
2000s.
Bruce.
No Bruce.
What the hell?
They did play
Not
Bon
through no
Jovi,
fault,
but no
through
Bruce.
no fault of Linda's screaming at them,
I know.
Springsteen, play
Yeah.
Springsteen, because she
Yeah.
knows if they played.
But it was
Springsteen,
a
I would have to
lot
get
of
up
fun.
there.
And,
It
a
was,
lot of people just, kept stitching. Some people, I guess, didn't like the band, you know.
Yeah.
But I
but
thought
some
it
people,
was
I think
great
they enjoyed
fun.
it. I saw a lot of people while they were stitching, like doing
Yeah,
this or tapping
right.
their feet. It was entertaining. It was songs everybody knew.
Exactly.
Like Sweet Caroline, and,
Yeah.
and we all did the
Brown-Eyed Girl,
Yes.
and all,
It was
stuff
just
like
a
that.
lot of
Yeah.
fun.
So
Never
that was
expected-
a lot of fun.
And Beth Twist and Paulette Stewart did the conga line around
Yes.
the place. That was pretty good with their bottle. I don't know if it was beer or what. It looked like bottles of beer. And they
Beer,
were just doing
yeah.
this. I have
So
a very
funny.
short clip of that, but
Yeah.
I'll include it.
So that was hysterical.
Yes, that was a lot of fun. So then Saturday.
So then Saturday,
We got our
they
project.
presented.
Oh, and we got our bags
Yeah,
too.
right. So we got these beautiful bags. Look at these bags. They're
Very,
like
very
huge.
nice.
It's like a big
Yes,
shopping
it's a
bag.
nice big
And
tote.
it's made out of jute, which is nice with a leather handle.
Yep, yep.
So it's really lovely.
Yep. So that was the
So they
bag.
presented our
the project.
the class project.
I have it somewhere.
And the linen came like, oh, my little bow came out, but it was like tied in like a little bow. Isn't that lovely? So you don't have wrinkles in it,
I have mine somewhere, but God knows. Oh, here's
So
mine.
that's
See, mine
nice.
is still. They had the little bins. So even though you told them in advance what count fabric you wanted, I think they just used that to get an idea.
Right,
Because
but
they
then
had big
like
bins
they're
set up at
different
the
colors.
table.
Like you could see
Yes,
like
different
I don't know
dialogues.
if it shows up in the video, but they are different colors. Mine is a little bit more warmer than yours.
What,
That's more yellow.
What fabric is it? I don't even remember.
It's Dames of the Needle Southern
That's
Pecan.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
So they had the bins there. You could pick your count and you could pick your dye lot. You have them, or you want me to? Well, you show one. I'll hold up the other.
Okay.
There we go.
So which one do you have?
I have plum street.
Okay, good. So, and this is the heartstring. So it's basically what's on the cover are pillows, and the Plum Street is Henry to Lucy, and the other one is Lucy to Henry.
The theme
And
was
it's-
American Revolution
Yeah, so it's Henry Knox, who was
and Lucy.
a
Knox.
patriot, and
Whoops, there we
it's
go.
the love letters that he sent to Lucy. He was actually one of the generals eventually became a general under George Washington,
this
so
a
he
little
was a major
closer.
patriot.
So
But
cute.
They
Oh,
were separated a lot, so it's all about their love letters.
Yes.
So
I
you
am
can either
always-
do this as pillows, or, which I think is what we really want to do,
I think most
is
of us
do
are
it in a
gonna do that.
long
Belt
bell
pull.
pull,
Yep.
putting it all together. So
And I have a video of that
Beth
that I
has
will
all the
insert.
instructions inside on how to do that. So.
Like this one says, "I am always talking inwardly to her."
Yeah,
That was
I
one of their
know,
quotes.
it's so
beautiful. And they had a
pretty.
couple of books
I may
there
die
too.
thinking you holy mine.
Yes,
I
it's
know,
beautiful.
It's just
and the
really,
bell pull,
really pretty.
the bell pull is
It's gorgeous.
Very
You'll
nice.
see it.
Very
And then,
nice.
they gave us this little bag, and
Yeah.
inside the bag,
much
is
to David and Kathy's chagrin, are about 100 colors.
100 colors.
He
So-
mentioned it. That's the only reason I'm saying.
So we got
all kinds of stuff.
DMC, because they didn't really coordinate very
No, they
well.
didn't.
two
I
of
have the
them.
weeks. We have the weeks there.
The weeks, the classic colorworks, and one
Not to be left
Gentle
out.
Arts, and then Brethren Blue.
When
Yeah.
David was introducing them,
Gorgeous.
he made some comment about
Like, thanks a lot.
the next collaboration will be a few colors.
I
so
know. I know. What is this? It's like 1, 2, 3.
I think it's
4,
20,
5,
21,
6,
because Judy counted them. Leave it to Judy. There's a lot at any rate. But I don't think any of us
Yeah,
actually
it's about
started it.
2021. Yeah.
And it was great because as they called you up table by table to go get your projects, and then you could meet Beth and Paulette, and they would sign your thing.
So
And I
we
didn't
have
even
their
realize till I
autographs.
got home that Paulette signed the back and Beth signed the front.
Yes,
'Cause I just
Paulette
handed them.
wanted to, because we said, "Can you sign the front?" And she was afraid that it would
It wouldn't
smear
show.
because
Gotcha.
of the print.
Gotcha.
So.
And I didn't care as long as they were signed.
Yeah, and we took pictures with them.
Yes, and
really
which will
exciting.
include.
Yeah,
They're
so
very
we'll
nice.
include that.
Very nice.
So very excited, and then we got other goodies.
Yes, we
from
did.
the hotel.
It was a great retreat. It really was.
We also got
I have this one.
this pattern,
Do that one.
which was done by Annabella's needle art, but that is what Hobby House Landing looks like.
And it says, "We came as strangers and left as
And
friends."
left as friends, and Grace Notes gave us a little bit of fabric to,
Oh, I forgot
to
that too.
stitch it on.
Yes. Oh,
Which
is
is
that
fun.
what that's for?
Yeah,
That'll
sure.
fit. It's going to be that small.
I think so.
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
assuming that's what it's for. I wasn't there when they gave it out.
Right,
So.
right. I got a yellow fabric though, so I don't.
Oh,
I don't
so
think
maybe
I'll
not.
use
So
mine.
maybe it's not to stitch
Yeah.
it on. Okay.
And then the last night we found out that Teresa Baird, who is Heart's Ease Exemplar Works. I didn't even know that was Teresa Baird. I had heard of
Yes.
Teresa Baird, but I didn't realize. I didn't
Well,
put the two and two together.
I have a pattern from Heart's
So
Ease
do
Exemplar
I.
Works, and I didn't know that was Teresa
Okay,
Baird.
so it's
I
not
didn't
just
even
me.
know who Teresa Baird was. I'll be honest.
She is amazing.
But
This woman
apparently
is
she's
amazing.
big in cross stitch and
Well,
embroidery.
and I knew of her. Like I said, I
Mm-hmm.
just didn't know. And so apparently she was signed up as an attendee.
Yeah.
And so they were thrilled when they saw her name. And she has a beautiful sampler, the North Carolina sampler. It is
gorgeous. Did you have a picture
stunning.
of it?
I do not. I meant to.
Shoot. You know who
I'll
has
see
the
if I
picture?
can
Linda.
find it. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll ask Linda. I'll try to insert a picture. And it was the cutest thing. How old is this one? Was she 90?
Oh, I don't know, but she's up there.
She's up there.
Yeah.
And she just finished the sampler
Yeah.
like last year, and it was
Yeah.
because she lost her boyfriend during COVID.
Yeah,
Is that not
how
the
sad.
it's the sweetest, saddest thing. And she put his initials in it, so of course you can personalize it. But she took this motif, it's from that, a Scottish friendship pincushion. And we all got this.
And we all got this pattern, isn't that nice?
Yes. And we got to hear Teresa speak a little bit.
Yeah.
Such a sweet lady. Very
So
sweet.
that was lovely.
That was a nice surprise.
Yes.
Nobody was expecting this. So I thought it said it was from the North Carolina
I don't
sampler.
know.
Maybe not.
Maybe
Where did
not.
I get that from?
I'm not sure that it is.
Okay, I made that up.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Amy. I make things up. So
We
at
try.
any rate.
So
Was that it for the stuff we got? I think so, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
haul.
So then we go to haul.
Ooh, yeah, a lot of haul.
I forgot my linens though.
Oh, I have mine.
I got 4 pieces of linen. I got 40 count and 46 count Thornfield from Needle and Flax.
Oh, I love Thornfield.
And then what was the other one I got? Cedar River linens. I got 2 different colors from Cedar River. I wanted to buy stuff that I don't have in the shop. So
This is Birdcage, and this is
Ooh,
36
that's a
count
pretty color.
Birdcage from Extrude Designs.
Oh,
is that
gosh.
absolutely gorgeous?
why didn't I grab a piece of this?
Oh my God, I had to have
Birdcage,
this.
that's called?
Birdcage, yes.
Wow.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, you're like me. You're all the blues.
I got so many blues.
I'm
I
a blue
know.
girl too.
This is-
Apparently, who knew?
Aqua Fresca from Grace Notes.
Oh, I
she
just
had
got that
like
for
a
the shop.
trunk show, and she had lots of beautiful fabric. So I
Gorgeous.
picked
She
this
had a
one
whole table
up.
set up.
So pretty. This one was the first one I picked up, and I'm like, oh my God, I need this. This is Midnight Ride by Extrude. Look at this fabric. Is that like amazing?
She's got some wild
like,
fabrics.
look at that. I don't know if it's different on this side.
Love it.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Love it, love it.
Like so different. And then I got from Cedar River linens, red cedar, because people always mention
They
Cedar
do.
River linens, and I'm like, I want to try it. So isn't that beautiful?
Are these all 36?
Yeah, one of them was a 40. I forgot which.
Oh, that next one I can see from
Okay,
here.
yeah. So there's all 36. That's my preferred. But I wanted
This
this
is
color.
a gorgeous color.
This
Oh,
is
my
Boxing
God.
Day from Dames of the Needle.
Boxing
and
Day?
Boxing Day.
Wow.
So this is
That's not really even doing
this is 40
justice.
count. Yeah.
I wish I had something
Which in a
white.
dark fabric, I don't know if it was so wise. But, I'll give it a go.
It's not as bad as black.
So Boxing Day, probably because
Beautiful.
the day after Christmas.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you
so,
go.
Wow. How did I not know you bought that? That one's gorgeous. I mean, they're all
know.
beautiful.
So Jen and I bought a lot of the same
Yeah.
fabrics. 'Cause
Yeah, I know. Jen was shoom, shoom,
I'd be like,
it was like
ooh,
she was
I
me.
want that one. And she'd be like, I want the one you have. So
That's
we'd
why it's
we'd
scary
give them
shop with friends.
Yeah, we'd give them a fat half and say, just cut it in half, one for each of us.
Yeah. So.
Also picked up this really nice hoop from Access Commodities.
It's a Morgan hoop.
Yeah, so it's like the wider hoop, and I just ordered some twill tape to cover it. So.
And I got a slightly smaller one.
Yeah.
What is yours, 10?
Yeah, I think so.
Mine was 8.5 because they didn't have. This was the biggest they had left by the time I got.
So
there.
my thought was, because I have one of those Pitoki stands, which I spent a lot of money on, and like it doesn't really work so well with the Q-snap because it keeps falling out. So I wanted to try this, and our friend Judy bought the stand and the hoop, and she was using it at the retreat, and it worked perfectly.
And I should add, I have the original Pitoki. I know they made some changes to it. I have despised mine from the day I got it because I am strictly a Q-snap girl. And it's wobbly. It annoys the crap out of me. It's been in my storage unit since I first got it. And when Ida got hers, I was like, this is really nice.
Yeah.
So they did make improvements to it. So then they were talking about how much the hoops work better with it. So when I found a thicker hoop, I said, I'll give it a shot because it's just collecting dust in my storage unit.
Right,
And it was a lot of money.
it.
I got mine, like I said, directly from Ukraine years ago. So
not cheap.
it was not cheap, no. So I got a hoop too. So
And then I also got, because they have a quilt section too. So
Thank
that
God I don't
was
quilt.
like amazing. The kits and the fabric, and I could have spent more time there, but it's next time.
yeah.
So I got this kit.
Oh
All
my
right,
gosh.
so it's like a little patriotic quilt.
That is
And
beautiful.
it's got all of the fabric inside.
Oh my God, I hate you
make
people.
this
I have to
quilt.
learn how to sew.
Look at this, so pretty. I just have to show you because it's so pretty.
Oh, that poppy fabric.
Look at this fabric.
Oh my God.
Is that gorgeous? So that and this is just, an ivory for the backing. This is the panel. So a lot of this, has the panel on it. And then we have, these two are the same, just in different colorways. And then there's
So
this
pretty.
one.
Oh my God.
And this one. So, like everything you need, right? And the instructions. So I'm really psyched to do that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is beautiful.
So pretty, right?
Oh God. God
I
help
love-
me if I ever learned how to sew. You'd be
I-
seeing me in the poorhouse. You can see me there now anyway, but really,
I know.
it's
so pretty.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh my
So
God.
pretty.
Oh my God, these
I
fabrics
know,
are
aren't they
beautiful.
pretty? Just absolutely beautiful.
Riley Bray.
Like
Blake.
here's the. So
Oh.
I don't have to. I just have to. I don't have to make all those stars because they're
Wow.
printed on there. So basically, the only thing I will need to do is to make these stars along the top. I think, or is that here? I don't know. We'll figure it out.
That might be. Oh, I see. Because that's
Yeah,
on white. Okay.
right.
Okay.
So-
wow,
It's called American Beauty.
wow.
And
It is beauty.
beautiful.
It is a beauty,
Very
definitely.
excited. And in
Now-
a nice little hobby house bag.
You did not go down the Winterberry rabbit hole, did you?
No, I did not.
Okay,
I
so
did
I
not.
had previously gone down the Winterberry rabbit hole, and I have to say too, it's very interesting because I didn't know that Kathy Mills, the owner of Hobby House, she designed Winterberry. Those are
Yeah, I
hers.
didn't know
I had
that.
no idea. So I've purchased a few of them. I got the Christmas, the tartan plaid one,
That's so
Christmas
cute.
time. And I have a couple, but I don't stitch in hand. So like my friend brings one of those big carrying cases with her, and everything she has for her project is in that one container. Since I don't stitch in hand, it's an extra thing to carry.
Right.
So I don't always use it.
That's why I didn't really pick up any of those because
There's always
I
one.
have project bags and stuff.
Our friend Judy, and this is my color. Oh,
I love that
God,
color.
is this my color? So she had this, she bought this on day one, showed it at the table, and my friend Melissa and I instantly said, yeah, we're going back to Hobby House tomorrow. We got to get it. And thankfully they had it. This is just, now I have a whole bunch of crap in here, so I'm going to empty that out first. Got business cards and money and all that kind of stuff. But it's just the perfect size to put everything you need, your scissors in here, your everything.
That's very cute.
And it doesn't take up a lot of room. It fits right at your stitching station. And the Winterberries really aren't that expensive when you think that they're leather. And all. This was $45. I expected much worse. So of course I had to get it. And then the other Winterberry item that I bought. I saw this the minute I walked in. I had it in my hand. I kept putting it back, kept picking it back up. So when I went back to Hobby House the second time, it came home with me. And it's just a little card case. I have a little wallet that I'm bad. I don't carry my purse anymore because I always have a tote bag that I bring to and from the shop. So I just throw my wallet in there. And so now I'm not going to take them out because, of course, it's my credit cards and stuff in there. But
you put your business cards in there, too.
Exactly. See, look, I'm a real ID person now, too. You have to get the real ID. In New Jersey, it expires this week, I think. I think you have 1 week.
I have a global entry card.
It's such a... Oh, shut up. What is a global entry card?
When you come in from overseas, you don't have to wait on those long lines.
For customs?
Yeah.
Oh, so you don't need a real ID?
No.
Oh, you have a passport.
And I have a passport.
I don't have a passport. Mine expired and we never got them renewed. But what was I going to say? In typical New Jersey fashion, you need the same exact ID requirements to get your license as you do for the real ID. They just charge you extra $10 to get that little store.
Oh, really?
Aren't they great? They're so kind. Yeah. But at any rate, I digress. This was only $19. And this is so much nicer than the plastic piece of crap I was using before that I can't even get stuff out of. So that was mostly, I behaved myself. I really did. I didn't spend any more than I expected to. I mentioned the fabric before. I forgot pictures, but
I know you didn't buy that much.
Easily fine. No.
Now, if our friend Judy was here.
Judy is a
she
master
got the whole
enabler.
Winterberry line.
And the Patoki. She sat at the table. Yes, she did. She bought one there and then she ordered another one. Yes, we all aspire to be Judy in our future lives.
My next life.
But I do want to add also that the 40 count project that I mentioned I wanted to work on was from Heartstring Samplery, and I mentioned it here before. It was called the Rock and Roll Sampler. And the reason why is because my shop is named for Bruce Springsteen. So how can I not have the Rock and Roll Sampler hanging in here? So last day, on Sunday, it occurred to me, oh my God, I have to have Beth sign my pattern.
I was just going to say, did you have her sign?
She was literally walking out the door. I felt so bad. I mean, she had her bag. She and Paulette were both leaving. I'm like, Beth, please. So she signed my pattern right there for me.
Cool.
And she's like, do you want me to sign on the front or the back? I said, anywhere you want to. I don't care. And she knew already. I had told her that I was going to make some changes somehow.
Is she bringing this out in the regular line?
Oh, it came out at market.
It did come out.
It came out at market.
So when you have that sample, I would put this with it.
Oh, that's what I'm planning to do. Because in hindsight, I was glad she signed the front. So
yes, absolutely.
But up here, you see the little cherubs. That's one is Elvis. I don't remember who the other one is. But Chelvis and Chart Garfunkel.
Oh, Chart.
So I was going to change them to Bruce and Clarence. And I said to our friend Linda, I'm going to try to put like a saxophone or something. She's like, yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, really. That's a little tricky.
Yeah, I'm the girl who don't make any changes. I don't even do color conversions.
Saxophone.
But at any rate, that was the one on 40 count, which is why I didn't want to attempt it after the 3 stitches I put in. I figured it was dangerous.
So all in all, it was a fabulous trip. It was like a long drive, but we broke it up. We went to the famous Roscoe Diner in Roscoe, New York.
That's famous?
That's what it says on their sign.
Welcome to the famous Born to Stitch.
Which was funny because I had like pennants, college pennants all over the place. So I go looking for University of Richmond, where Natalie went. And they had it, and as I sent her the picture, she goes, "Oh yeah, I was there."
Of course she was.
Like, why were you with the Ross? She's just like during the pandemic, like they stayed at like Airbnbs, and they stayed in one in Roscoe.
Okay.
And
you got to go to the Roscoe Diner. So. I didn't go because I was supposed to be picking up my friend Melissa at the airport. I left an hour and a half late, so she wound up taking a lift anyway, but that's why I was driving by myself and didn't get to go to lunch with them. And on the way home, too, I didn't carpool, I drove by myself. But we just want to add a couple of things, too. We met some awesome people this weekend, including some Flosstubers we got to meet.
So Brenda and Laura,
of course,
from Brenda and the Cereal Starter.
Let me just tell you, the first day we got there, now I've met them a couple of times. They don't know me from Adam, but I know I met them a couple of times. We were coming into Hobby House on Thursday, and Laura was going out, and I said, "Hi, Laura," and she looked, and she said, "Have we met?" And I was like, hot damn, Laura remembers meeting me. I was so excited, and then, of course, later I said, She just said that because I called her Laura.
Probably, yeah.
But I don't care. In my mind, she remembered who I was. But
I know, but they're famous.
They're very
if you
sweet.
don't watch them,
They're
you know,
Flosstube famous. So
they
if
are
you're new to
Flosstube famous.
Flosstube,
They do a lot of samplers.
yes,
so
and
if
I
you
will
like
tag
that.
them below
Yeah.
if you're one of the 3 people who haven't watched them before.
I know,
But
they're totally famous.
a couple other big Flosstubers we met. Very sweet. We met Jessica, Sweetwater Stitcher.
Yeah.
She's a doll. I'm hoping to do something with her in the shop in the future.
cool.
I have things percolating
Yeah.
up here. And she
We
seemed like she was willing to do that.
We
so.
met Jordan, the tattooed
Yes,
stitcher,
Jordan.
who
These two-
has a great. Oh yeah, we started talking.
They
to her
bonded
about
over dance.
competitive dance, because her
Dance
daughters
moms.
do that, and my daughter did it for many, many, many years.
Yeah.
I tried to convince her not to do it. No, it's great. It's
Well,
really
you know, you
good.
got to be honest too.
I know.
It's a lot of work for the
It's a lot of
moms.
work and a lot of money,
as
but
much
you know,
as for
there's
the
a lot of
kids.
benefits. So
Yeah.
it was fun.
And Jordan's at the beginning
Yeah,
stages.
her daughter's like
so,
8. You know,
yeah, she got a long
She
way to
got
go.
a long way to go.
And she has another one too, doesn't she?
She's got 2 daughters.
Yes.
that's
So,
right.
and the other one's younger. So, woof.
Yeah.
And then Bernadette.
Bernadette from Burn Stitches.
Yes, yes.
So that was it was great meeting her too.
Yes.
It was a lot of fun.
And there was a woman named Denise who came up to me. She had messaged me about questions with the shop and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. And then the funniest part was we were walking to the ladies' room. We were trying to find the ladies' room, and I, like an idiot, I carried my cup of coffee with me to the ladies' room. What was I thinking? I have no idea, because it was a real cup. It's not like it was a disposable cup I was looking for
right.
garbage. So we just get there, and there's this table there, and I just asked, there was 2 ladies sitting there, and I leaned down and I said, can I leave my coffee here while I go to the bathroom? And she, I don't even know what she said, something about, well, I can't miss that voice. Her name was Jessica, so hi, Jessica. Yes, I know my voice, the horrible accent, but she watches our Flosstube,
Yeah,
so
so
thank
that
you
was- that
very
was fun.
much. Yes.
It was a lot of fun.
And I also met Amanda. You weren't there. This was the last day, Sunday. David and Kathy have a new puppy named Ginger. I melt. Kill me. All the cats and dogs. Oh my God. Ginger is a Havanese angel. So I went over to meet Ginger, and Amanda recognized me from the Flosstube, and she made my day. It's like a shock. It's
Yeah,
always a
I
shock
know.
when anyone says to you that they
don't
watch your Flosstube.
Yeah, it is.
Because you feel like your friends watch it and nobody else.
Because we're just sitting here talking to each other.
Yeah,
you know,
'cause
and
we know
realize
each
there's
other.
people like watching
That's
us,
why
so.
we can tease each other,
Yeah.
make smart ass comments.
So like
Smart aleck
at the
comments.
retreat, like they said, if you have a Floss-Tube, come up
Oh
and introduce
God, I
yourselves.
forgot that.
Amy was so nervous.
I was
Like,
mortified.
come on, let's go.
I was absolutely. She's pushing me. You have to. And Linda practically dragged me up from the table.
So that was fun.
I'm still embarrassed just thinking about it. Because you have to get up.
No.
Everybody's looking at you.
That's
and
okay.
yeah, oh,
Everybody
no.
else was doing it.
I didn't
No
do
big
well.
deal.
I didn't do well in my public speaking course in college. So let's
I
just
liked
put
it.
it that
I
way.
liked
Oh,
public
shut
speaking.
up.
Good.
She's got the polished look. She sews, she finishes, and she even does public speaking.
There you go.
I got to get a new partner
I'm
down
the whole
on my
pack-
level.
I'm the whole package.
Yes, you are. You work
I just
it,
need
baby.
to lose 30 pounds.
Get the hell out of here. If you got to lose 30,
All right,
we're not
I
going to
need to
discuss mine.
move
Wait,
along.
Okay, I have one more thing. And this is not stitching related. And I just have to tell you, and you guys had already left. I told you that I went to, you're going to,
Oh, yeah.
you know. I told you I had gone to see David and Kathy and Ginger. And when I came back to the table, I was gone for a while. My friend Melissa is sitting there, and everybody else had really gone. The place had cleared out. And Melissa is standing there, and there's these 2 ladies behind me. I am going to insert a picture because I asked them. I have a picture with Amanda, but I did not ask Amanda if I could show her picture. So Amanda, if you are watching, message me. Let me know if I can show you a picture. And there's 2 ladies standing there, and she says to me, oh, Amy, you want to meet these 2 ladies. And they sat there and they said, I'm Patty, I'm Kathy, and our brother works for Bruce Springsteen.
And did you faint?
Literally, my jaw just hung open.
Yeah.
I fully admit I'm still a fangirl.
Yeah.
It's been decades, okay? This crap started when I was like 11 years old. This is a long-term thing, my relationship with Bruce. It's more than just a fangirl thing. He is like, I feel like he's been part of my life all of these years. And I literally just sat there with my mouth hanging open, and I'm like, the brain in me is saying, Amy, this is not Bruce. This is just a connection to Bruce.
Right.
But oh my God, they were so sweet. Kathy and I were like sharing life stories with each other. I mean, we were like pouring our hearts out to each other. And they were there. I think they were on their way out, and they wound up staying there for more than an hour, just laughing at me, making fun of me, all in fun.
You never know who you're going to meet.
You never
right?
know. And like I said, I did get their permission to use their. Put their picture in the Flosstube. But it was the perfect ending to a great weekend.
Yeah,
it was
just really great.
Oh, it was such a great time.
A lot
it
of
really
fun.
was.
I mean,
it was.
It's definitely a destination store.
It is. It is.
You know, it's
yeah, and it's
beautiful.
worth the
They have so
destination.
much.
It's worth the trip.
They had the most gorgeous like punch needle, and I'm like, please don't let me buy any. Don't let me buy, because I don't know how to do it. And
They
I'm
even
like,
had
I don't need another
embroidery.
hobby.
They even had some
And
embroidery patterns I was
they
looking
had
at.
needle
I'm like,
felting,
no.
needle felting. They had everything.
I bought one of those last time. It's
a needle felt kit.
It's in my storage
They're so
unit somewhere.
cute.
It was little kitty cat. I think it's needle felting.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it is. It was just wool things that you
Like
sew
little
together.
tiny, they had those little tiny kits.
It was little kitty coasters.
Oh, I
Like
saw the
you sew-
coasters there. Yeah, that's
so I
not
bought
needle
them.
felting.
Oh.
That's like
See, I don't even know what
wool.
craft
that
it
was
is.
like wool with
Applique or
embroidered.
something.
Applique.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I bought it. I even bought the needles to use it and never did
I know. Anyway.
Oh, and I did buy a little measuring tape because it had a little black cat on it.
Oh, yeah.
But I realized
That's
after I
cute.
got to the shop today that I left it home.
Oh,
So
okay.
I am so hungover, and not from the good drinking kind. No, not that kind. I didn't. You know better.
We didn't even drink.
No,
Yeah.
and I really didn't. I
Right.
didn't have anything. I'm hungover from exhaustion. That
It's exhausting.
I didn't unpack yet, and I'm one of those. The minute I get home, I unpack the suitcase, throw it all in the laundry, whatever. Jimmy,
I usually do that too, and I didn't.
My
on
husband-
Sunday because I was super
Thank
tired.
God
too.
my husband
I
washed
did it
his
yesterday.
uniform for work. Thank God, because if I had to do laundry when I got home, because Melissa had a bit of an emergency. I was supposed to be in Cape May right now with Melissa for a few days, and Melissa, you know, I'm always thinking of you. She had an issue. She had to fly home early, so her flight didn't leave Rochester until 6 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to drop her off at the airport at like 10 a.m. to sit there by herself.
Right, that's a
So
long
we
time.
wound up having a late lunch, whatever, and I got home about 7:30, I guess, which is a lot later than I wanted to get
Yeah,
home. But
oh,
it was no
no.
problem
It's very
for, you know,
tiring.
whatever. It is. It's exhausting, especially
Anyway,
after you have a good time.
Do you want to show us the new stuff
Oh,
for your shop?
yes. Just a few things. Oh, and we also want to mention our sal. We did not forget. We're going to announce
talk
the
about it next
sal
time.
in the next video because we
Yeah.
figured this was
is
going to be
getting
long. So this is from Paisleys and Polka Dots. If I remember, I'm going to put a picture in here because this doesn't really do it justice. This is a new backing board that they came out with for the tiny towns.
That is so cute.
It is absolutely adorable.
I love that.
As soon as I saw it, I was like, yeah, I put my order in the same day the email came out. So, and it's about time.
Although I'm sure it wouldn't work for the Nativity Tiny Town, but any other one.
And yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's, I mean, it's
So
brilliant.
cute.
Brilliant.
I
There's so
know.
many tiny towns.
And then you
it's,
just, like,
it's
move
great
them in
that
and out.
somebody came up with that.
I put mine into drums, so
And well, some of us can do
Duh.
that. Some of us can't.
so that doesn't work.
And then this Grace Notes, as Ida mentioned before, Corinne, and was it her daughter who came with her or her sister? I think it was her daughter.
I think so.
They came to the retreat, and I had an order out for the shop, for fabric for the shop. So she dropped it off for me while we were there, which I haven't paid for yet. I have to see if she sent me the invoice. So I just figured I'd show you that real quick. I'm trying to bulk up on my Verdal. Our friend Judy loves Verdal.
Yeah. Oh.
I love Verdal. So I just
got
bought
some. I
a
wanna
couple.
try it. Yeah.
Yep, I just got a couple of
pretty.
yards. This is Mary. Again, you know, it's amazing to me how the colors don't really show. It shows better back here. When it's up here, it's
Yeah,
like
it's just
gray
dark.
almost.
'Cause we don't have, maybe next time we should try the light behind us.
Yeah, and I have the foam board that we used last time, but it's over there. So, and this is Jane Bell,
So pretty.
pink.
It's like a bubblegum pink.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just wanted to get different colors in
Yeah.
because right now I only have three
Well,
neutrals.
well, this way you have like some springy colors. you
Yeah,
know?
and like I said, I have neutrals in the shop now, 3 different neutrals from Grace Notes, and they all look kind of similar.
This is the one I bought.
I told
Aqua
you I just
Fresca.
got it because I had a
Yeah.
customer order. I have it in 28 count Lugano. That's what she had ordered.
Okay.
So that's that. That's Aqua Fresca. And then, of course, this
And the
is
Verdal.
the Verdal. And you can
Aqua
see,
Fresca.
usually it's a bigger difference.
And there's the linen.
Yeah, isn't
So-
that funny? It's usually a bigger difference. Move it
Yeah.
back a little. Let's see. Yeah.
This one's lighter.
Yeah, and
feel.
usually,
Yeah.
then that's linen.
Yeah.
And usually linen is darker.
I
Linen
don't
and
know.
Ada are usually
Oh.
darker. And then this is the last one. This is, what is that?
Pensiero.
That's what it is.
Pensiero.
I don't even remember. I just picked out
And
the
it's
colors that were
overdone.
pretty.
It's like a very, very soft pink.
Like a purpley pink too.
Yeah,
It's got a little tinge
like a
of purple
bluish,
to it.
yeah, bluish
So,
pink.
yeah,
very
hard to
pretty.
see, but
Yeah.
since I didn't put these
Pretty.
out, package them, and cut them in all yet, I figured I would show you. Thank you for remembering that.
Yeah.
So, oh, and one other floss tuber I had it written down, I forgot, was Rika, House of Stitch and Stash.
Oh, yes.
And just to show you, Rika was the first bag maker that I became obsessed with when I first got into cross stitch and got all of the things. This is a Rika bag, okay? Now, our lovely Ida makes beautiful bags now, too. She's not ready yet to show them to everybody, but we'll get there. But I want to just show you this
Very pretty,
because
pretty fabric.
this is 5 or
Quilted.
6 years old.
Yeah.
And it looks brand spanking new. And when I tell you this sucker has been used a lot.
Can I just suggest that you don't put the pattern right by the...
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I know. I don't.
Yeah.
We said that last time. Remember?
Just, you don't want to ruin it.
No, this is because I was just throwing. This is the
Okay.
rock and roll sampler.
Oh, okay.
So that's why it just got thrown in there to leave. To get all my
Okay.
crap together because I'm not even working on
Because
these
that's a tiny
patterns.
town. Okay.
Yeah. And these are all tiny towns because when I wanted to start a tiny town, I didn't know which one I wanted to start, so that's why they were all in there.
Gotcha.
Oh, and that's my Annabella's pattern in there.
Okay.
I told you I
there
just
is.
stuffed it in there when we were at the retreat. But I was using this bag, and when I ran into Rika, I showed her, and she's so funny. She kept saying, "Oh,
recognized
that's
it.
Oklahoma. That's Oklahoma." And I'm like, "Oh, is that the fabric line?" She's like, "No, I was living in Oklahoma."
Oh, yeah.
She
It's funny how you
remembered.
remember these
'Cause,
things. Yeah, you associate.
Her husband is military.
Oh,
So, I mean, she lived in Germany for a while. I think she's in Florida now. She's been in a lot of different places. Rika is the sweetest
It's a big army
lady.
base in Oklahoma.
Did you get to talk to Rika at all?
No.
No? Okay. Because it was later when I went up to her and talked to her. She is just so sweet. She's one of the first stitchers, like YouTube stitchers I
Yeah.
met. And part of it was because of my fangirling, I was like I met her at StitchCon in 2021, my first StitchCon. So hi Rika. So House of Stitch and Stash, that's hers. And she
Yeah.
started designing
Put
patterns.
this in the notes.
She has some really cute patterns. I'm going to bring them into the
Oh,
shop,
cool.
as a matter of
Oh, I
fact.
didn't
She's
know
done a
she
couple of
was.
exclusives, and she has some patterns that are generally available. So when I get them, I will show them. But yes, 5 years old, and it's still as good as the day I got it.
So you have any plans?
Absolutely not. None.
I haven't really thought that far.
No.
I mean, I have things earmarked for May, but I didn't bring them with me, and I have to look at them.
Next
but,
time. We're hoping to do a video
yeah.
quicker this next time since we didn't get to announce the Sal, and
Right.
hopefully, at least me, I'll be a little more organized next
Yeah.
time, and because I would like to get a new start. I'm overdue. It's been a while.
I know. It's just starting is so much fun.
It is. It really is. And I actually had things kitted up, Paulette projects to start, and I just
Yeah.
never got to them.
I have so many things
yeah.
kitted up.
Yeah. Oh God, I know.
That means I must have like 30 skeins of Weeks Palomino. They're all in
Oh
kits. yeah.
gosh.
And Oscar. And all
Yeah.
that.
Oh, Oscar. Yeah,
Oscar's
that's
a
one of
big
those
one.
colors.
I feel like
Yes.
Brenda Gervais uses Palomino and Oscar.
Yes.
Pamlico.
Pamlico is
And
another
grits.
one. Yes. Yeah. Grits. I cannot keep grits in stock.
I know. Grits is
I order like a dozen skeins at a time, and they're gone by the time I place an order.
great color.
So yes, it is.
Anyway,
So,
so-
at any rate, so thank
thanks
you
for watching.
Yes, like and subscribe, please.
Absolutely. And if you have any questions, let us know.
You can always email, leave a message, look us up on Instagram. I put
Yeah.
both of our handles down below, and that's it.
That's
Right?
it.
So, I'm Amy,
And I'm Ida.
and if you're anything like us,
You,
baby, you were born to stitch. Bye.